Get ready for the Boss of the Sauce Show, AAC College Football 2019 Conference Preview right now. Y'all see that right there? Y'all see that right there? The Green Waves is coming. Let's go to Tulane, the Green Wave. I'm loving this team this year. Now, Tulane, Coach Willie Fritz, 4th year here. And like we already said before, 4th year is the real year. That's when your recruits are ready. That's when you've built the bond with the players that were already there. And guess what Willie Fritz gets? He gets 3 back on offense. He gets 8 on defense. Now, that 3 on offense is not that shabby, considering running back Darius Bradwell is going to be a senior who's going to be starting. He's 6'1", 230 pounds. Now, on offense, they return the quarterback, the wide receiver, and also the left guard. They do have a little work to do on the offensive line, but they did bring in a top recruit, Christian Montano, to play center. He also plays guard. He's a transfer over from Brown, where he played there for 3 years. Let's hope that helps out on the offensive line. Now let's look at the defense. Once again, complete defensive line here, defensive end, defensive tackle, nose guard, linebacker / defensive end, and Patrick Johnson, linebacker, nickelback, Will Harper, a cornerback, and also a free safety. So he pretty much got a senior group all the way back intact right here. On defense, we got about 5 seniors, and on offense, we got about 5 seniors as well. So this team is going to be well led, and this coach is going to be fired up. It's his 4th year. He knows what to do. He knows who likes him, who don't like him. He knows what to do here. So I'm definitely backing Tulane as my sleeper team in the AAC. What do you think about that, BigRagoo?
Bradwell on the running back. Now, the quarterback that they had was an LSU graduate transfer quarterback. And then they bring in this offensive coordinator, a Division II guy named Will Hall. He's an up-tempo style type coach. So I was reading into that a little bit. And on the defensive side, they're really solid. A lot of senior leadership. They got 8 coming back. They were like 3rd or 4th in the conference last year on defense. So I think they're going to hold it down on the defensive side pretty well. And they've got some talent at running back. They got some skill position guys that are pretty solid. And with this up-tempo offense, maybe they make a little bit of noise here. They're 6-6 projected. They're projected to be a top 3 team in the West. And I think this team would probably be on the improve this year also. Their schedule-wise, you look at FIU early in the season. First game, no easy task there at home. Then they got to play at Auburn. So that could be 2 L's for them right off the get-go. Then they play Missouri State. Then they go to Houston. That could be an L or a W. And then they go at Army. So the first 5 games, they could have 4 L's, but those would be tough battles that they'll fight. And then that'll probably pay dividends later in the season, because you know what happens in college football when these teams, when they play those tougher teams and they got to play those little weaker mid-grade opponents later on, it's when they take the game to them. So it's going to strengthen their team up to play those tough games early. I like the way the coach has those games scheduled, and I think deeper in the season, this could be a play-on team for me.
Well, the way I see it, BigRagoo, this team was 7-6 last year, and those first 4 games, I think no way they get 4 L's. I say they upset at least 1 or 2 of them. So they do see FIU, could be an upset. They go to Auburn, could be an upset. Missouri State, they could win that outright. Houston could be an upset. They play the Army. Now, the Army defense is so tough. I don't see them doing much against the Army because of the defense over there on the Army and the young offensive line. But they see Connecticut. That's a definite win. They go to Memphis. They could upset there. They have to play Navy. That could be a definite win. They have to play Tulsa. That could be a definite win. And then they're at Temple. They definitely can upset them. The only real problem that they really see on it is playing Central Florida at home. So I want to say that I see this team right here as high as 9 wins. for this season.
Wow. Oh,
Yes,
wow.
you heard it right here from the boss. I'm back in Tulane. Wave check, as the youngsters say. You might not know this, OG. They do this new thing, wave check, to see who got the waves and stuff. And I'm gonna be doing wave checks all season, looking for Tulane in those good spots for a nice upset. Any other thing to add about Tulane for you?
Now, I like all the aspects of this team. I like solid defense, new look on offense with talent in the skill positions, returning coach, fourth year coming back. I mean, and they're projected, top three team in their division. It's going to be pretty good. I'm going to have this team circled when I look down the board every week.
Absolutely. I'm definitely adding Tulane to my sleeper list. And they also will be on the watch list going over to the spread offense, which is pretty common in the AAC. So going spread offense just means that you're going to score like the other teams, probably going to be a good over team. But we're going to put them halfway on the watch list, but definitely on the sleeper list. And you heard it here first from me. I'm projecting a 9-win season for Tulane. Woo!
Yeah.